Hey everyone, welcome back. I wanted to talk today about just how not normal the world is. Um, I know that we all sense it. I know that we all feel it. Um, and I think it's important that we discuss what we're seeing and to better understand, how we got to where we're at today. Obviously, a lot of this is born of the tech age, the limited number of players, the government, if you want to call it the government now, with everything that's happened. And, we all are seeking opportunities, myself included. You know, I think right now, what's happening more than anything is the powers that be are holding all the money. And we have to think back to, anytime there's been a bailout, what ends up happening is all that money ends up getting siphoned off. It does go to the people, it ends up getting siphoned off, but quite often it goes to companies. And we live in a culture that measures whether or not people are successful or not based off the stock market because we think we live in a laissez-faire economics society, which we do not. We live in crony capitalism. So that's kind of a harsh reality, to live by. Um, and, for anyone that's spiritual, that believes in source, God, spirit, you know, Jesus, whatever, um, I think for some of us, we just notice how quiet things are. Things are very unusually quiet, in kind of an uncomfortable way. And we're just asking, when are the tables going to flip? Because things are so unbalanced right now. And part of that unbalancedness of the world manifests in us. We internalize it. We live in an American society where we derive a lot of our worth, of a lot of our success based off a number, which is not just. So, anyways, I've got some cards here. We'll see if there's anything significant, but it's Awakening Consciousness. My mom bought them for me for a while. Oops. Bought them for me a while ago. I'm just going to shuffle them. It's a brand new deck. I hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's safe. I hope that you guys know there are people out there like you that don't fit in to the narrative of fakeness. There are a lot of sick people in this world. It's just the reality. Just so happens those sick people are at the top. Sociopathic, psychopathic stuff. Okay, let's see what it is. The card reads, the one inside who is aware that you're always talking to yourself about yourself is always silent. It's a doorway to the depths of your being. I'll read it one more time. The one inside who is aware that you are always talking to yourself about yourself is always silent. It's a doorway to the depths of your being. I interpret that, I take that to mean that it's what could be said about the soul, the spirit. We are but a mere observer in all this. Yes, we can use our vehicle here to convey and communicate things as I'm just doing right now here with you. And we can take action, yes. But when you understand the deepest peace is inside of us, and I know sometimes it's too painful to have to juggle with that because it forces us to have to live silent and in the moment and experience the pain that we're experiencing. See, as humans, we're very pain averse, and if you've experienced pain for a long enough time, you also go numb. I lost a family member, I lost a brother, and after a while, I did go numb from it. I really cared about him. My brother and I didn't always get along. It was really once he was like 19, 20, 21, 5 years difference, he was older, that he really went up to my mom and said, like, listen, Zach's cool, you know? And my brother was a very important person in my life. And I remember he was part of the 27 Club. So when I turned 27, it was weird. It was very strange, you know? Um, Now, all these years later, you know, over a decade later, I've outlived him. And so I know what suffering is. You know, I know the pain and depth of suffering. Trust me, my friends, you know, I've been through it all. Health issues, loss of job, you name it, you know. So, anyways, I hope this has been Zen. I hope this has been meditative for you. What's most important is to not internalize the things outside of you, to focus inward and recognize. So you ask yourself, where are you? You're not the mind, you're not the body. So you must be the spirit, you must be the soul, right? There's so much that we don't know about this world, and we place so much emphasis on things. There are common themes in comparative religions that connect everything together, you know, between great floods, you know, virtues as far as who you're supposed to emulate. There's usually a godhead or figurehead. And I think if there were more people like that, more people like us in this world, it would be a better place. As a healer, I so desperately want to do what I can to help this world. Sometimes I don't feel like I have the wherewithal because I get lost in it as well. But try to spend some time alone. Try to recognize that rest is not a wasted thing. Recognize that your best is enough and that you're enough more than anything. We don't derive all of our worth off of what other people say, you know, including narcissists, and people that are imposters and frauds, you know. I know sometimes it can be confusing because we'll make decisions in the moment that were very much right. And then, you know, months later, years later, you know, we're still bothered by it. But that doesn't mean that we made the wrong decision in the moment, you know, to hold truth, hold space for that, and try to encourage people to elevate from there. So with that, that's going to be it for this video. Peace and love to you all. Until next time, see ya.